You two ladies are related by marriage.
That's correct.
Yes.
Your son is married to your daughter,
Yes,
who's not here today.
that's true.
According to this complaint, the kids are divorcing, and they have 3 children.
That's
How
correct.
old are your grandchildren?
5, 4, and 2.
Is there a court order of visitation now for your son?
Yes, there is.
I assumed that there was, and in the papers it says that he has supervised visitation. Is that right?
That's correct.
Step up here, sir. Why do you have supervised visitation?
It's just what the court ordered.
Was there a hearing in the family court before supervised visitation was ordered?
Yes, ma'am. There is a domestic violence issue.
So it's because of the domestic violence issue that supervised visitation was ordered, and you're supposed to supervise the visitation.
That's correct.
So according to this complaint, that on April 18th of this year, your son had the 3 children unsupervised,
That's correct.
and there was an altercation when he returned the children. You came with your daughter to pick up the children
That's correct.
and sprayed mace.
Yes. Only on Mike.
Well, you say only on Michael, but inadvertently, perhaps,
Yeah.
it hit the plaintiff and it caused her some severe burning. And that's what you're suing for.
That's correct. But that's not what happened.
So let's start at the beginning. What were you doing with the children unsupervised?
Me and Lori had a verbal agreement that it'd be all right that I'd take the kids without my mom for the day.
To a barbecue.
Where were you going?
We went to a barbecue.
And you had discussed this with Lori before?
Yes, ma'am.
Lori's your wife.
Wife, yes.
Your hours of visitation end at 6 o'clock, according
Yes.
to these papers.
Yes.
But you didn't bring the children home at 6 o'clock.
No, I called from the barbecue and asked her if it'd be all right if I returned a couple hours late, which was at 8 o'clock, and that's what time I arrived.
Had you been drinking?
I had 1 beer at the barbecue.
You're not supposed to have any beers at the barbecue if you're with your children. Right?
Yes.
So you were bringing your children back, and she was supposed to pick the children up at your mother's house.
Yes.
Brought the kids back to your mother's house, and now you're going to tell me what happened.
I was in bed because I had to get up at 5 to go to work, and I heard noise coming from my garage, and I got up to go see what had happened, and I saw my daughter-in-law, Lori, pulling the children out of my son's car, which was also inside my garage, and they were having a verbal argument, and I asked them to stop. My grandchildren were crying. My youngest granddaughter had walked around the back of the car, and I had picked her up and was comforting her, and I was on the other side of my 2-car garage from the adults that were having the argument.
The adults were just your son and your daughter-in-law.
Correct. Then I saw Lorraine out in her car, which was parked out on my sidewalk. She had followed Lori in her car, I don't know why. And I was thinking, oh good, Lorraine can come up and take the grandchildren from me and just let Lori and Michael do their bickering, because they were just verbally arguing. When I went to turn to hand her Anna, my granddaughter.
How old is Anna?
2. That's when she sprayed me right in the face. And she intentionally did that because she also sprayed the back of my brand new car. And I had Anna in my arms when she did that. I have a police report here of what had happened. I also have a doctor's report here of the severity of the burns themselves.
Where on your face were you burned?
I was burned all the way down here, and it caused blisters. My nose was bleeding for like 2 weeks. It wouldn't stop because of the burns in this side of my nose. And this eye, it hit my eye just a little bit, which was really good because I had a severe reaction to the spray itself.